Hey everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back with another video for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now, this video is not an energy video or a pick a card reading. This is a message that I channeled for a client this morning that I felt very compelled and pulled to share with all of you. And within this session, we were talking about something that my client was trying to pursue. And I really had the message come through that we have to be firm in what it is that we are pulled to do and what it is that we are called to do and the work that we are here to share with others. And be mindful that everybody's work is different because someone may have had a bad experience doing what it is that you are trying to do, or they just have this almost like this energy towards, this project that, things don't work that way or it's not going to work out good for you. And they have like a negative point of view and it's coming across as they're trying to be helpful, but realizing within that thing just may not be meant for them, or if they're seeing it in a different light because it's not theirs, and therefore they wouldn't have the same energy and the same potency that you yourself would put into what it is that you are being called to do. So you are putting your all and your energy in exactly what it is that you want it to look like. And we see this time and time again about how people will take something, we can say music for instance, how people will take a genre of music and throughout time it can be changed and it can be turned into like an alternative version or a different classification of music, just with some components coming from different genres. And this is because we all have these creative brains and these ways of how like our brains work and flow into what is connected to us and what it is that we are supposed to share, the piece of our individuality that we are supposed to share within the world, and how it's different because you and your sense are different. And some people really resonate and need your sense of different. So we can't go through life yes, we're getting guidance on how things work and how they have worked in the physical because we know that they work a certain way, but that does not mean that we do not dare to strike out and do different and put into our passion of what it is that we see in this project that we see that could be extremely different than what is out in the world. And that is because you are introducing it into the world. It is not here yet. The world may have not seen anything like it ever before, and that is because it's coming from your individuality, your soul connection of what you're supposed to be bringing into this world to help the collective. And like I was telling my client today, it does not matter if you are not fulfilling your purpose or your soul mission on this grand scale level. The universe will use you to get out of you what you are meant to add to the collective. You can be completely against doing it, and then somebody comes to you for help in that area. For me, it's guidance. I've been channeling information before I even knew I was channeling information, and people would feel comfortable to come to me and spill their whole life story upon meeting me. And I would be able to give them this great wisdom that I did not know where it came from. Now I do. But see, even though I was not asking a fee for this, or knowing that I was doing this, or even had the confidence within myself, other people seen that within me, and on a subconscious level, they knew what I was here to do. They seen my light. And I'm sharing this information. You can be on your path and not understand it and not know or not be giving light to it. And the universe will put you in that situation. And it's like you get put on autopilot and you just get hooked into that niche and you're doing that thing. And you can be mad after it's done. It doesn't matter. You are here to do that thing, to add this piece to the collective. And it's different for everybody. So regardless of if you are putting it into this creative way that you love, or that you're having, you know, these goals that you're trying to do, these amazing things that may be different than other people are seeing them, I really, like, me and spirit as a whole, need you guys to understand that yes, there's always going to be that one person that is like, no, things aren't done like that. It can't work that way. That's completely crazy. You have to use this system. This system is proved to be working. People aren't attracted to that sort of thing. You don't make money doing that sort of thing. Well, guess what? A lot of people make money doing things that you would never believe that they make money on. Or you can try to do the same thing that this person is making $100,000, you know, a year doing, and you can try to do the same thing, and you can make $5,000 doing it, because guess what? That thing is not for you. It's not yours. It is not yours. So that is why it's not working for you. So you're putting, and then essentially putting this negative spin on this thing, or it doesn't work like that, or blah, 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 because of your experience, not realizing that that was not your thing, that dead end situation put you closer to your thing because that was a no for you. But that does not mean that somebody that's being pulled to the same thing and their heart is aching to give it their all, and they have all of this, you know, like all of this creativity and this weirdness to put into this thing, doesn't mean that it's not theirs and what they were meant to put into it, because they feel it being called from their soul. That's the difference when you're putting into something that is for you, and you read it on an energetic level. Essentially, if you are putting something out there and you're just trying to market your services, people are going to see that and not give you what it is that you're looking for, or come to you because they can see that you're just trying to market your services, versus putting your all into something because it is a product or a service that you hold close to your heart, and you want people to get something amazing, and you want to create something that is amazing, that you can be proud of, that people are going to just love and fall in love with. That's the fucking difference. That's the difference in the energy of how people receive what it is that you're putting out there, because they can feel the authenticity that is tied to your project without even realizing it. It is embedded, ingrained, and stained into what it is that you are working on, because you have put all of this energy into it, and that energy stays there, and people can sense that. That is why things will work out for other people that won't work out for some other people. That's why unexplainable things happen, and people can be so successful at something that just doesn't make any sense, because it was their thing, and they put something out here into this world that could be received authentically, and people could feel. It can be a sense of longing that brings understanding to somebody on a level that they didn't even think other people even knew what that felt like. And we see this a lot of in, you know, music. We see this in stories. We see this in a lot of arts. But even when it doesn't have to be, you know, art based, this is for, you know, everything across the board. And I just really felt very compelled that a lot of us need to understand that we get short-sighted before we even get started, because we feel like it's not going to work, or things don't work in that way. Or we feel like, oh, things don't work in this way, so we have to pull something else in for marketing, and then it doesn't work because the whole time essentially we put in an energy that I think it's worth it, but other people aren't going to think it's worth it. So now I have to pull from everywhere at any good idea that I think is a good idea to put into this as a side to pull you in. But then see, people see that energy, that's a side piece, and they're not attracted to it because it's not the main attraction. And that's where we get pent up of thinking that, oh, this is not how things work. People aren't going to like this because it's different, or it defies logic, or it doesn't make sense. So then you try to put it into the constructs of what's out here, of what already makes sense, and this thing may not even be meant to make sense. And that's why it fizzles out. That's why it doesn't work, because you didn't believe in it the way it needed to be believed in for the power of the success of what it is that you're trying to put out into this world. And I need y'all to hear me on this. Because when we're going out and we're manifesting, and we're putting in the energy, we're calling out what it is that we want into this world in authenticity. We can't put on these little compromises of this will be okay just be so I can get a piece of this, but this isn't authentically what it is that I want this to look like. Stop doing that. Trust your manifestation. Trust your intuition, or your intention. Trust your intention and what you put and pour into what you are presenting into this world. Now, I hope that this video has helped everyone in some way, and I hope that you guys got the clarity that you needed. And if you feel like you need a session specifically for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to work with you. Everybody have a great day.